it's near a tree, shoot it! God! It's Arich! Arich! If you can hear it, then you'll be okay. It's the ends that you can't hear that you got to worry about. They're the ends that'll kill you.
You know, I really think they ought to send a picture postcard when they're coming.
Oh man, you're a tall devil anyway. The tall buggers, they only get hit in the shoulder. It's the wee chaps that worry. Aye, the wee chaps get hit in the head, and if you get a wound in the head, then you're not too finny. Aye.
You know, it's funny to think that fellows from the sea to Switzerland on either side are sticking their heads above, looking at nothing and waiting to cop out.
Sure. I think I'll go on, get a bit of shut-eye, huh? I dare say the war won't have finished without me.
Right, man.
See anything move?
No.
What's that, straight ahead?
That's a tree, you chump. Don't you remember seeing it through the periscope this afternoon?
Cool, that was near. Let's give them 5 rounds, rapid.
What a fidgety devil you are! What's the use of firing? It's a blasted mess of your barrel.
Mademoiselle, the family, right? Après le car fini. Oh, got a match, mate?
Oh, sure, half a mo. What's your mob?
DCLR. Dirty concubines lying idle. Pioneers.
Were you mining?
No. Digging and jumping off trench in front. Getting ready for a nice little tea party next week.
It's all mined round here, isn't it?
Not half it ain't, mate. God, you can hear it under your blooming feet sometimes. Straight. You must have a hell of a job when you want to scratch yourself. Go, why don't you carry your matches and ammo pouch? Sensible like. Ah. Well, I better be off. Put a bit more France into bleeding sandbags. This war won't be over till the whole blessed country's been stuffed into headers and stretchers. Hello, somebody's spoiling the war again.
Who's it? Do you know, Matt?
Aye, Spencer's 5 bays down.
My God, he hadn't got up half an hour ago.
Well, that's the way. It's like being at a coconut shy. Aye, mind you, some of them bullets that you hear, then you're all right. Wait, it's the ones that you can't hear that you got to worry about. Aye.
Look at that star, going out like a candle.
God almighty. Oh, here's the rum, glory be.
Morning, Whitman.
Good morning, sir.
Now, this'll warm you up.
Yes,
I thought we
come
could
on,
smell you coming, son.
Oh, I used to think the smell of pines was the thing for me, but now it's just Jamaica.
Right, well, drink up, lads. No storing it in your flask.
Thank God I don't belong to the Band of Hope.
Oh, Lord, how it takes your breath.
Aye, well, better that this takes your breath away rather than a wee bit of shell, eh?
I was a good little girl till I met you. You set my head in a
Turning your
whirl.
sword into a ploughshare for his time, Sid.
It'll be a blinking sword-edge bayonet soon, and then if I gets captured, I'll be for it properly.
Aye, stab a lad with a bayonet's like gentlemanly. But with a sword edge, well, it's positively barbarous. I just don't understand it.
War makes me laugh. Well, like hell it does. You may blow me to pieces with a shell, but you mustn't use a dum-dum bullet.
I've got one for you, right? Can you tell me why these trenches are fair to middling?
No, sir.
Because they are betwixt and betune.
Get on with it.
war atrocities. Miners are glad.
Don't row, you chumps. Only a bad crowd 80 yards away.
Don't think there's anyone out there, Corporal. Never see a blinking soul.
You better push off, Ronnie.
Rats, it's just as safe here.
I don't think, Papa. Go on, clear off. Don't be a damn fool.
Was that a mini?
Sounded like it. Put my wind up worse than anything. Over they come. Rifle grenades, with bangs minis. We haven't a damn thing to chuck back at them.
God's teeth! God, that was a bit of luck. Well, weren't you at all frightened?
I don't know. I was sort of fascinated. Waiting to go up. I think it must be the rum I had. Do you ever think how you'd like to be killed, if you got to be killed, I mean?
Bullet, I think.
That's my idea. Nice little hole. Neat. Can't stand the thought of being blown to pieces. Well, nice cheerful bloke, aren't I? Thought it was a bit early for the hymn of hate. What time is it?
Breakfast will be up soon.
Oh, have we any bread?
Half a loaf between us. How much are we going to eat?
1 piece each, I think. We'll make the rest up with the biscuits. Those brown biscuits aren't so bad.
All mine are brown. And the bread too. Sandbag and clay all over the stuff. Mind you, it's marvellous how regularly the grub comes up.
True.
Did you hear the ration parties on the Bassett Road last night?
Yep. And the Germans too. The chap in the Middlesex told me there's a sort of tacit agreement. They don't shell us and we don't shell them. Make war pleasant. Troops must eat, you know.
What do you think of it?
In theory, no bomb. But in practice, I like it. There's nothing I'd like more than for us and Jerry to agree not to sling things at each other. At least, not for the next 3 days until we're out of it.
You know, it's nothing like I expected it to be. I thought we'd be scrapping hand to hand every day, sticking men with bayonets, blood, bodies. Ugh. Not that I could ever quite see myself sticking a bayonet.
Oh, shut up, Guy! Thought of being bayoneted in warm weather is bad enough. Can't stand the thought of it on a cold morning.
How's Stella?
It's fine. Send me that cake. But damn it, you know that you've eaten it all.
Well, next time you write, tell her I send my love.
Yes.
Does she like the munitions factory?
Don't think she likes it. She's quite wealthy, though, with her screw and separation allowance. It sends me 10 bob a week. I've told her, after the war, she can work and I'll stop her.
What did she say to that?
Said that was okay. So long as I made sure of coming back. Hello, here's the relief.
Like a lamb to the perishing slaughter.
Anything doing, Hardcastle?
No, a rifle grenade that didn't go off.
Oh.
Had 2 of my periscopes broke yesterday. He can't half shoot, can he, that bloke across the way? Great war, ain't it? Holding up periscopes for him. And it's always unlucky when you break a blinking looking glass. Here, you ain't leaving me on my lonesome, are you? Even the rats has gone to bed. Oh no, because they're in my cubbyhole.
Oh, breakfast will be up any minute.
Do you know what we're having?
A result, I believe.
Oh, God. I ain't give over tasting the last ones we had yet. They come back when you so, don't you? Listen, Corp, if you could get me made cook, I could make your life worth living. I'm wasted on this job, I really am.
All right, Sid, I'll see what I can do.
We are Fred Carno's army, with us it's all UP. We cannot shoot, we cannot fight, what perishing use are we? And when we get to Berlin, the Kaiser he will say, "Oh, oh my God, what a bloody fine lot!" What's up, Matt?
Oh, just a toothache again.
Tried whiskey?
Whiskey? Ha! You joking, man? Gee. No, that's a joke, honestly. I'm permitted to sleep and I'm no allowed to because of my toothache and... You're wanting to go to sleep and you're not allowed because you got to do sentry duty.
Army all over, mate.
Aye, well.
Of course, if you can't sleep, Mac.
Aye, alright. Come on, I'll be your sentry duty. Come on. But you'll owe me, remember?
I'll owe you, man.
Ah, you will.
And if Aslam says anything, tell him I diarrhea sick. Oh, ain't that thoughtful? Come on, brothers, do now. The kidneys is getting cold. I'll get yours, mate.
Just a cup of tea for me.
I wish they'd make this tea hotter. I like to save a bit to have shave.
That cook will have to go. We'll put too many onions in these rissoles. Only last week, Wivette was on to me about it. Said she knew what I'd been having.
The porridge was burnt this morning too.
Aye. And that salmon we had the other night had no cucumber with it either, eh?
You shaving, Hollywood?
Aye, sir, 'tis best way, sir. If I were a sparrow, sir, I could have a bath.
Ah, yes. Reminds you of all those bath taps you left running in the old days, eh? How's the tea this morning?
Too many grains in it, sir. Lid didn't fit too well when they were bringing it up and a whiz-bang went off. Blew a lump of dirt in the Dixie. By the time the dirt had settled, the tea was cold, sir. Any news on the war this morning, sir?
No, we haven't got the morning papers yet.
You'll be pleased to know Chelsea won again Saturday.
Huh?
I was wondering if you could get us a date across the way with them blokes, sir. They ain't too bad at shooting blokes what ain't looking, but I reckon we could lick them at football. And another thing, sir. I wish to register a complaint.
Oh, really?
Bloke across the way broke 2 of our shaving mirrors yesterday. But then you won't be expecting us to shave now, will you, sir?
Oh, yes. Shaving and button polishing in the lines. Latest brigade orders.
Is that fair, sir, I ask you? I mean, what's the point of coming to the trenches if you've got to be as clean and tidy as all that, sir?
New idea, Summers. So that you won't know the difference between the trenches and the rest billets.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, you can't tell any difference here, sir, because we don't do any work. No, we only soon come down and we're back up digging trenches for REs. I never put on any weight when I'm sleeping, sir.
Are you there, Corporal Haslam?
Oh, yes, sir.
Now then, I think we need to get a sandbag put up in each of the fire bays so the chaps can drop their empty cartridge cases and odds and ends in. Keep the place tidy.
Very good, sir.
And I think we better get this place sandbagged again as well. Yes, but you'll have to be careful that you don't show either yourselves or your shovels over the parapet. Otherwise the Bosch will be having a go at you with minis and things. They don't like the idea of us working.
All like that in one respect, anyhow.
And about these minis, look, we've had some whistles sent up. So not only now will you have to set your periscope sentries, but you'll have to stand grenade sentries as well. Now they give 1 blast on the whistle for a bomb on the right, and 2 for a bomb on the left.
And how many blasts, sir, and it comes right at you?
Well, I don't think they've thought about that, but I'm sure the number will be a good many. So you better get some chaps off down to the quartermaster's stores to get the sandbags and get this work started. And as of course Summers doesn't like digging, I think he could be your first grenade sentry. You understand that, Summers? 1 blast for a bomb on the right, and 2 for a bomb on the left. And then the men can run out of the way.
Yes, sir! There's only one thing I'm not sure about, sir. And that's if the bomb hits me, do I blast as I'm going up or as I'm coming down?
That will depend, I dare say, on which way your wind is blowing.
Oh, will it now?
That in your pipe, Sid.
There'll be sentries every 20, 30 yards, and one man's left, so another man's right.
And Charles, you can buzz off to stores for some sandbags.
Is any kings come this way?
No, mate.
What?
But the Queen went down a bit ago and she ain't half looking saucy. Outside the grand, out of play, out of play.
Oh, dear mother. This is something awful. Send us 10 shillings.
On the Cambridge front, there's no activity to report.
Get in here,
Why the hell haven't we anything to sling back at them? Kitchener's trying to smash trenches with shrapnel. My God.
What's the point, lad? You only make him in a worse temper. I'm all for peace and quiet and double rations, me.
If a bloke hits you, you don't get peace taking it lying down.
Oh, have it your own way, lad. I'm not saying I understand, but all I know is that when those artillery fellas send 3 whiz-bangs over and one don't go off, we cut for it and they carry on over yonder something shocking. And more than likely, our dinner's gone up. And a man's no good without any meat in his belly. You can't train a cock to be a scrapper if you're starving. Well, if they want us to have a go, then why don't they let us out of here, have a proper scrap? Well, it's their show anyway. Why don't we just leave them to it?
You know, Hollywood, did you drive anyone potty trying to argue? Don't you see? Can't you just look at the bigger picture? There's plenty more where...
What are you blowing your whistle for, man?
Outside the ground, outside the play. Jeez. Would you say that order applies to us now, Mac?
What, take cover? No! You're on sentry duty with me. Just stay where you are, man.
But there's nobody to blow for now, except for you, and you can't shift till you're a bleeding casualty.
Ah, well, dinna fash yourself, Sid. When your time comes, it comes, I'm telling you. Whether you're in your wee hole or no.
Speaking of which, you wouldn't mind if I went
Yes,
down
I do. You just stay here. Whilst I'm in charge of this sentry post, you stay on duty.
All right, if you're scared.
Scared? Scared? I hear you know I'm a Highlander. I'm not scared at all. No. God, I'm such a fool to join a county regiment.
Not half, mate. Why didn't you join the army pay corps with the rest of the men from Aberdeen?
Aye, dinna fuss yourself, man. Now I'm back here at home, for God's sakes.
Okay!
Come on. Blow your whistle, man, for God's sakes.
How can I blow my whistle till I know which way it's going?
Call yourself a sentry? God, you haven't got a clue.
Got that one, got that one.
Aye.
Out of play, lads, outside the ground.
Call yourself a sentry.
Call yourself a footballer.
Aye, well, we give you a good thrashing at Bannockburn anyway.
No wonder you lost the Perishing Cup.
Huh?
What's Bannockburn anyhow?
That's where Robert the Bruce gave you English a good thrashing 600 years ago at Stirling. Aye.
That's all right, mate. We was playing away.
Get a wow, you man.
Wouldn't they have you in the killies, mate? Don't you wash your knees?
Where you go. I'm telling you, when I finish this sentry duty, I'm going to give you
Sterling!
yes,
Get on, you great big Gordon Healing.
Pick 'em, scripture.
Before you come
I was gassed at once. Before you even listened.
Carry on!
Carry on, carry on, carry on, lads. Come on, shake your leg. The run's come up.
Any damage, Mac?
Been blown to well, Corporal. Otherwise, perfectly quiet. I would like to recommend Mac for the VC for devotion to duty. Likewise, myself. Of course, Mac would have legged it if I hadn't held his belt.
Nasty mess down yonder.
Anyone?
Right in the trench.
Go on, Ian.
Well, Saunders got it pretty badly, I'm afraid. They're bringing him down on a stretcher. They'll be coming this way, but the MO's with him. Now, come on, you fellas. Hardcastle Whitman, you tackle the parapets, and Morton, you do the parados. And remember what Captain Wilson says: no waving shovels around with imitations of signalling.
Ian,
Well,
Saunders serious?
Hey, Saunders, is he not engaged to your sister or something?
Yes. But come and get on with this then.
All right, put the bag over, for God's sakes. Be all right, Morton. Don't worry about it. You'll be all right.
Stretcher bearer!
Stretcher bearers!
Stretch bearers!
Make way! Come on, stand back. There's a stretcher. Oh, Saunders.
Is he?
dead.
Don't worry.
Somebody get a field dressing quick!
Bandage! For God's sake, get a dressing!
Quickly!
Had it there! Had it!
I'm not going to die, am I?
Of course not, Charles. Of course not. Back to Blighty for you. Sweet.
Any hope, Captain?
Really not, poor fellow. Look, just
I'm not going to die, am I?
Take cover. Look, take what cover you can. Don't
I'm
expose
not
yourself.
gonna die. Where's my child? What's that?